I got these headphones. I need to get some new headphones. It's like my wire ones are got messed up, so I never replace them. Oh man. Oh shit. We are back. We are back. We are back. We are back. We're back. Fly Sip is in the building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The fly sippers are back
Oh
in the
man.
building. I'm excited about what I'm sipping on tonight. But before
Oh,
we get to
I want
that,
to hear about that, man. Before we do that, yo, let y'all know I'm Austin.
it's your boy Mike.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man. What you sipping on over there, man?
Here we go. First of all, are we taking these? Are we taking these rough day shots? Are we in the
Rough
need of
day,
that?
rough season.
Are we in the need of that, or are we just gonna wait towards the end of the podcast and do it
Man, we
then?
taking right now.
Well,
We taking
for
right
my
now.
for my opening shot, it is "Oh Captain, My Captain"
Mm,
in
nice.
my Mavericks colored shot glass.
Thank you. Nice. I got Crown XO in my green shot glass. Shout out to Connie for these shot glasses, disposables. Oh,
But for the regular sipping, y'all,
ever. You know what? Crown XO with Black Label. That might be my New Year's drink.
that you sipping on it is like that hit you boy with this one.
Yeah, I was like, this is smooth and dangerous. Like
Well,
I cannot drink it at homecoming. I could probably drink it in Vegas.
it's been a long
Oh, that
time.
nearest.
I ain't let you. Oh,
That
shouldn't have left
Norris.
you without a dope beat to step to. Uncle Nearest has already made an appearance on this show, folks, but that was the 1884. This is 1856. Let me tell you something.
Mm.
For this to be 100 proof, this joint is actually so smooth. I actually got my wife Beth liking that. Shout out to Beth.
Shout out to Beth.
Um,
Shout out.
and tonight I'll be sipping it neat. No rocks, no nothing needed. Telling you, I'm gonna be enjoying this flavors while we go over this. Well, for our 2 seasons at least, terrible season. But I done spoke up enough. I done taken up enough time, man. What you sipping on?
Tequila.
I was like, how much was in that shot? My man, I forgot, man.
Yeah, I'm sipping on Terramana Anejo again. So
Oh,
I mean I still got some and I'll be switching it up next week. But this week,
get a little bit
nah,
more for that.
not like this. Not
Not
like
like this.
this. Not like
Hey,
this.
depending on how our seasons go, that can be a title of a future episode.
Like so well, we can get to when we talk about the Panthers, but I'm kind of yeah. I don't know. I don't feel as bad as I did in week 4.
Okay, fair.
Like I think week 4 is like rock bottom for me for football. But also too happy well we're a day late from it. It was yesterday, but happy Mental Awareness Day for y'all folks.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all need
Mm-hmm.
somebody to talk to, definitely reach out to somebody and talk to them.
Definitely, please.
Yeah, man.
And
Yeah. This is a better life with you in it. So you just keep doing what you do.
mm-hmm.
But watch my shoes. But yeah, man. Shall we get into this week number 5?
I'm about to say that's what I was looking over for the notes. Your boy had a swing and miss on both his hot takes, and then you hit both your hot takes. So, but with the kickoff of what I essentially was going to vote for the dumpster game of the week, and then I forgot to make the post asking about the dumpster game of the week, and it ended up actually not being the Bears at the Commanders. Points all over the place. For at least one of the teams, I should say. Points all over the place.
Everywhere. Wait, what did he say? Was it Aziz? Like he had some funny comedy stand-ups, man, before he got creepy. He says jizz everywhere.
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 Yeah, 40-20 coming from those two teams. Like, wow, okay, all right, but definitely tell it looks like the Bears got a lot of things in order. Well, I mean, also with the matchup, obviously a lot easier than what they've had thus far in the season, but they got a lot of things in order. You could tell they were desperate to get the monkey off their back. To get
And
the
about monkey, he ain't.
get the Cheerios out the win column. Yeah, get the Cheerios out the win column. They at least got a pretzel stick there.
But man, did they? They were like, "Yo, I'm tired of losing." They put up. DJ Moore was like, "Y'all know I'm nice, right? Y'all know
Yeah,
I'm nice.
yeah, I was like, why covering DJ so soft? Like,
Do y'all not know who DJ Moore? DJ had 1,000 yards with bums.
you want to talk about some bet on bums? Mess around, start betting on Justin Fields because he is able to throw to DJ Moore. Which also, speaking of the Bears, what do you? I know this is slightly off topic from talking about the game in question, but what do you think happens with Claypool?
What happened with him, or what will happen?
What will happen?
Nothing. Like he'll be. I think at best he'll be wide receiver number 3. At worst, he'll be number 4. That you are not Tyreek Hill and you are not Waddle. You're number 3 or you're number 3 at best because of your size, and that's size only. That's like he's the only thing that they're missing is size. But they have proven they don't need size to put up 40 on you.
Mm-hmm. Fair.
They got track stars out there, yo.
Track stars. Run away when they get hard.
Track stars. So
yeah, Bears fans, congrats on y'all's win. Now we can get one in Carolina's corner.
You know what?
I just don't want the winless team.
Have you looked at the teams that we got to play next? Because I looked at it and I was like,
team thing, like the winless team theory. I don't want it to happen so like soon, right after the 2017 Browns.
Well, the Panthers have bigger issues than what's being seen on TV. And we can, like, whenever we get to the Panthers game, I can tell you about all of that.
Yeah.
But we got bigger issues than what people see on TV.
There you go. Yikes. Well, I'll get my,
it's
my
notepad ready for that one. Yo.
I'll get my notepad ready for that one. Next game on the lineup. One that I said I would understand you picking Jacksonville. I had faith in Buffalo, but the London game, the Jaguars, quote unquote, at the Buffalo Bills. I don't understand how that gets listed like that. Unless the Jags fans in London just want to see the Jags in away uniforms every year and then see them in home uniforms every year. I don't know. But according to this, the Jags were listed as the away teams. Like, but it is definitely not in Buffalo. So, but good pick by you picking Jacksonville there. I really thought there'd be a little bit more oomph from Buffalo.
Well, like the thing is this, man. It's like those London games are a little bit weird, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, get the fuck.
I'm
sorry. So, my bad, fans. A little bit peek aside my fandom. Hornets, Juventus, Panthers. All right. Miles Bridges is facing a warrant
again
for allegedly violating his protective order. He has yet to be served. Oh my gosh, the preseason just started yesterday.
Let that happen to me though.
I love basketball so much I don't talk about it with people with like many people.
Like
It's like maybe 10, 15 people I talk to about it, period. And the rest is like, I thought soccer was your favorite sport. It's like, no, it's basketball.
The- the-
Fucking Miles Bridges. But anyway, go ahead.
yeah, no, I mean, here you go. That was pretty much the only thing I had to say. I was like, I expect a little bit more oomph out of Buffalo, but Jacksonville.
Oh yeah.
Wrong.
Man.
So great pick by you.
And also too, I think the Jacksonville Jaguars being there for 10 days, I guess played a big part in it too. And also, like they do this. They do the London games.
Mm-hmm.
Buffalo does the Canada games.
Well, playing like that, you might as well be in Canada. But fortunate to see it now. But yeah, that was a fair point. That's why I was like, yeah, I can agree with you picking Jacksonville. They don't have to travel, and Buffalo's got to get on over there. That's going to factor into that. Titans at Colts. Is it just me, or does it feel like the Colts have played like half their division schedule already? Like, I feel like every time we turn around, the Colts were playing someone out of the AFC South. This is like, fam, where's the rest of your schedule? In fact, next week, I think they play someone else in the AFC South. Yeah, they're at Jacksonville.
Man, they're going to have all non-televised games coming up.
But that's a game that I missed, though. The Titans at the Colts. Actually, let me go box score this up. Excuse me, y'all. This is one that I did miss. I'm about to say, if you happen to catch it, you have I guess any comments or anything on it?
Nah.
This is a pick that we both got right. We both picked the Colts mainly because generally go home squad with the AFC South. All right. Sweet. Titans Colts. Yeah, looks like a regular division type game. 16 to 23. And okay, so Richardson injured his shoulder.
Yeah, he's gonna be out for
some time.
I want to say it's 4 weeks because he's on short, like not season-ending IR. So he has 4 weeks, and then after the 4 weeks, he have 21 days to be put on the active roster. Yep.
Well, I mean, Gardner Minshew came in and at least closed it out for him. So, I'll sip on that.
The thing is, like, okay, so how would you rate Pittman now?
You mean versus the quarterbacks?
Yeah.
Probably still the same. If not a little bit more important. I don't fully take anything away from Gardner Minshew. People forget that last season Gardner Minshew came in and cooked up against the Dallas Cowboys, who had a top 10 defense.
Yeah. Yeah. Would you trade for Pittman right now?
Personally, as a Broncos fan, yeah, sure. Why not? Pittman and probably like a pick or something like that. And then for us, for Judy.
Okay. I feel like he's like a DJ Moore-ish to where just get him a quarterback and he'll go off. Because like he had crazy numbers before.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think he is more
Mhm.
quarterback dependent than Hopkins. Where Hopkins is, just throw me the ball, bro. I'm gonna be open. You just gotta hit. You just gotta throw it. You just have to throw it in my direction. I'm gonna go get it.
I'm about to say Hopkins got that hood in him. You know he gonna.
See, I can't go back home.
I'm about to say, yeah, was he there? Was Pittman there the Carson Wentz era?
For which one?
For Michael Pittman Jr. I was like, was he there for the Carson Wentz era of the Colts?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, see, that supplements more what you're saying too. 'Cause, I mean, I feel like I heard his name more with like the explosion type plays when he was playing with Matt Ryan. It's just Matt Ryan is Matt Ryan.
Fresh Ryan.
um, but yeah, the Carson Wentz era is like, yeah, nah, maybe he is quarterback dependent. But then again, I am starting to put up that Dwayne the Rock Johnson type eyebrow to Russell Wilson. So even if we did trade for Michael Pittman, yeah. Let's see. Next game I got on here, the Saints at the scoreless Patriots. Let me go back and think. So have the Patriots really been outscored that many points in 2 weeks? Let's see. 34-0, and then the previous week. Previous week was something bad too, wasn't it? Yeah, 38-3, and then 34-0 this week.
Yeah. Hey yo, start your defenses against the Patriots. I had the New Orleans defense. 24 points. 24 points.
Patriots fans. Patriots fans. Actually, no, they get both. They get both today. Patriots fans.
Put your head down.
Yeah, shout out Children of Donuts, man.
Oh, yo, he's back, yo. So now I get the Thursday night commentary, man.
Yeah, I get to see my 70-20 loss.
I actually want to see that now. Like, I actually want just to see how he covered it.
Come on, Patriots fan. This has got to be, and this is just a 2-game stretch. This has got to be the worst stretch for Belichick in his career.
Yeah.
The 35-point loss was already the worst loss of his coaching career. And he almost followed it up by allowing the team to almost score the same amount of points, but getting none of his own. Jesus wept, to say the least. And that's a pick we both got right. Pick the Saints. In the good old AFC North rivalry battle, Ravens at the Steelers.
That was an ugly game to watch.
TJ Watt holding it down. And I made a slight mistake playing Lamar. I see.
Nope. You did not. Nope. You cannot blame Lamar. You cannot blame Lamar. He was hitting people
in fantasy. I'm talking about in fantasy. I made a slight mistake playing him.
No, wait, playing against him or playing him on your team?
On my team.
No, nope. I'm sorry, man. You made the perfect choice of playing Lamar. He was hitting. I was watching Red Zone. He was hitting multiple wide receivers in the hands in the end zone, wide open, dropping passes through the hands. Andrews, I think Flowers had one in the hands. Dropped. It was like somebody else had it. I'm like, if y'all would have caught one, game would have been over.
Yeah.
One, I'm like the whole time. I was like, come on, man.
Oh man. Let's see, because in one league I had Tua as my other option. And actually no, in this league I played Mahomes, I think. But yeah, I had Tua as the other option in one league. So it could have been 17 points versus this 9.
In fantasy, would you trade for Tua?
It would, for me, it would depend on who they offer.
No,
oh wait, you saying would
no, trade for Tua and you trading away Calvin Williams.
be dependent on how explosive the Miami offense would be able to get against whoever they're playing.
Yeah, because it's about to get cold.
Yeah, I'm about to say. I mean, in most options, I'm basically having Tua as that. Oh, it's a bye week. I need somebody type player.
Well, apparently he's like quarterback 5.
Yeah. Is he, or is it because his skill positions are up?
Oh yeah, no. Well, I'm talking about fantasy, not in real life. In real life, oh hell no, no, I'm good. No, I mean you put Brock Purdy in out, or no, I mean you put anybody in that damn offense. Tyreek Hill can't run a route to save his life. He just be outrunning people, and then you can do about it. So, yeah.
But yeah, I was gonna say T.J. Watt stepping up, closing that out for the Steelers. One we interestingly got incorrect was the following game: the Texans at the Falcons. How did the Texans pull the Falcons on the Falcons?
I don't know. I was like, CJ Stroud came down and basically got them ahead. And Texas was like, hold my beer. Not in Texas.
Beth even made that comment too. She said, did the Texans just pull the Falcons on the Falcons?
Yes.
And for fans that don't understand that statement, the Falcons have this would be what, 7-year now? Yeah. The Falcons have a now 7-year history of blowing big leads.
And I'm also counting the Matt Ryan Colts as a Falcon blown lead.
No, that's just a Matt Ryan blown lead.
Ain't no way you can lose this, right?
Matt Ryan.
That guy.
Oh, but yeah, and as Austin just said, lots of those were with the Matt Ryan Falcons. And we're talking they had leads with like anywhere for like 5 to 7 minutes to go, and it's multi-possession leads where you should be able to at least run the clock out, and they didn't run the clock out in time, including Super Bowl 51. So,
all they had to do was just take knees.
But that's where that statement comes from, fans, in case y'all didn't know. Your game, the Panthers at the Detroit Lions. See that smile. That means let me get my glass ready.
It was crazy because future superhero just came on too. Where do we start, man? Things that I've kind of noticed and seen, man. All right, let's go down to a player perspective, right? I don't think Bryce is bad. I don't think it's bad at all. I think that the play calling has been bad, and the personnel on the team is not what it should be, or maybe could have been better. But I don't think Bryce is the issue, right? Bryce is a symptom of bad management, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Frank Wright, the coach, right, has been coming out and saying stuff is like, it's basically difference of opinion. And it kind of looks like what I've been saying the whole time and what we all thought when the combine and everything came out and the pro day and everything, to where the coaching staff wanted CJ Stroud. They love CJ Stroud. Like, look back at the videos and everything from it, whatever, like just leading up to the draft, they wanted CJ Stroud. And then all of a sudden, S2 scores came out. Anthony Richardson is inaccurate came out. Like, all this stuff started coming out, and Bryce Young was like, "Oh, Bryce is the best thing ever." And I'm like, okay, I see Bryce do this stuff, right? But I'll always say this, man. I don't trust SEC quarterbacks, and I don't count Jalen Hurts as SEC quarterback because he left. He didn't win anything, but what good college quarterbacks really do?
Yeah.
There's very, very few that are the top in college and then are the top. No, like the reason why they're the top in college is because everybody else on the team is the top, right? Kyler Murray went to the playoffs. Now, Trevor Lawrence and who else? Trevor Lawrence, Cam Newton, Deshaun Watson. It's very few, right? But your quarterbacks in the league now that's like franchise quarterbacks. Nah, they're not. Right. And everybody's just saying stuff. Oh, was CJ Stroud had Marvin Harrison Jr. Okay, we got DJ Moore. We had DJ Moore. Huh? Wonder what happened. So after that, right? So because the score was 42-21, right? We knew the game was over in the first quarter. Whatever. Bryce is a tiny quarterback. So go on to the coaching staff, right? They don't. I think that they didn't want Bryce Young at all. Was it Phil Simms, I believe, or Sim? I don't know. He used to be Frank Wright's roommate, right? Long time friend, and even like before the draft, he said that Frank Wright does not like small quarterbacks. He's like bigger quarterbacks that can stand in the pocket, throw the ball. Frank Wright had an interview when he got hired. He says, yes, like you got to run the ball and everything, and that's how you control the game. But on third down, you're gonna need somebody to stand in the pocket and throw it. Bryce don't be in the pocket like that. Bryce is small and he's small and slow. So, right. So before we get to my next part, a lot of people are saying if the Panthers drafted CJ Stroud or Anthony Richardson, they would look as bad too, right? Which they probably would because coaching and what you have around the team. So fast forward, or let's rewind back to the draft. During the draft, that whole time period, you move up from 9 to 1. Can you tell me a time where somebody moved up that damn far? I haven't heard of it. Usually people move from like 3 to 5. My bad, 5 to 3, 3 to 2. You going to 1 from 9? You got to give up some stuff, right? And when you do that, you're basically telling everybody, including the fans and the rest of the league, hey, we are 1 quarterback away and we are good for the playoffs. It's kind of amazing how everybody was saying, man, Bryce needs a good running back. Bryce needs a good wide receiver. Okay, wait, so you gave up Christian McCaffrey, Devontae Foreman, DJ Moore. If you would have kept 2 of those 3. Also, too, back to coaching, right? So you're saying that Steve Wilks, who didn't have an offseason to build his staff, took a Christian McCaffrey-less Panthers, ran the ball, and he had PJ Walker starting some games, Sam Darnold starting some games. Almost made the playoffs. And you get Frank Wright with the all-star coaching staff. Can't win a game yet. Ain't no patience when you move up from 9 to 1. If you say that 9 and stuff happens, cool, we're patient. You're the patient when you move up from 9 to 1. Another thing is this: I think David Tepper is starting to be a Jerry Jones-ish and putting this stuff inside a team, right? To where going back to last March, they said the coaching staff wanted Stroud, Tepper wanted Tepper wanted Bryce Young. We saw that in Washington when the coaching staff did not want RG3, even though it panned out. They went to the playoffs or whatever, right? But RG3 ain't Bryce Young. We don't see that talent pop off the screen at all. And they keep on saying, his brain, he's like super fast and super great at processing shit. Yeah, how fast can you process something when people 350 running a 4.2, 4.3? It ain't that. So I think Bryce would be okay, but we got bigger problems than the people on the field. So way bigger problems. So I'm just gonna just strap up and chill out, man, to 2025 because we're gonna have a first round pick. Also, before I get off the subject, Brian Burns has not signed a new deal, so they could have traded him to the Bears instead of DJ Moore, which then you wouldn't have to look for a number one wide receiver because you already got a number one wide receiver. But since then, so now you're about to lose. So you lost Christian McCaffrey, probably gonna be a Hall of Famer. Lost DJ Moore. If he continues on his path, whatever, 1,000, it's probably gonna end up in a Hall of Fame at some point. Brian Burns, I don't know, really good piece. Probably gonna lose him too. This is all. Oh, also too, you gave up on Ron Rivera, you gave up on Cam Newton, traded away Christian McCaffrey, traded away DJ Moore, and you're about to lose Brian Burns. This is all in 4 years under David Tepper. So, keep pounding is gonna turn to keep pouring. That's what we doing.
I sip on that.
Turn to a fucking poverty franchise.
Look, as long as y'all don't end up as bad as the 76 Buccaneers, just please don't get that bad. Y'all have thus far outscored that team every game. So there you go. That lets you know how bad. Here, including your opening game when you lost to the Falcons 24-10, that 10 points still outscores the 76 Buccaneers. They average 6 points a game. I'll let that sink in.
But this is a passing league where people have garbage time.
Hey, I understand that. Think about back then and even when you have garbage time. I'll put it like this. They set the record for the worst offense by only scoring 9 points a game and then broke it by scoring 6 points a game. And some of those points were defensive scores. There you go. That's how bad that offense is. You've outscored that 76 Buccaneers offense every single game, at least. So please just don't get that bad because that's unwatchable. That's unwatchable.
So it was 21-7.
Hey, the 7 outscored 6.
You're right.
That's what I'm saying. 6 points a game.
You're right.
No. The Giants at the Miami Dolphins. Nothing to see here.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, you're right. Yep. Keep it moving.
Yeah, because the Giants got personnel issues and like injuries, and it's like until at least some of that gets straightened out, namely Saquon Barkley, to where the Giants offense can actually have a trustable mix-up. Because Matt Breida's okay, but when you play against the Giants, you'd be more scared. You'd be more scared about a Daniel Jones scramble because he takes such long strides than you would Matt Breida. Matt Breida isn't Saquon Barkley. There is like almost no reason to fully respect the Giants' offense. It basically seems like. So I mean, you get some players back. It can be more of a show for the G-men. The G-men. One we both got wrong. The Cardinals playing against the Bengals. Where does Bengals team come from?
Look, Joe Burrow was like saying, yo, he might be checking his calf, yo.
What this could and for fantasy wise, Jamar Chase, 50-point game.
And I still lost.
Day after day.
I played somebody who had DJ Moore. So it was like, well, cancel. And I lost by 6 points because Christian Watson wanted to be caught in the before going to the end zone. If you would have scored, that league, I'm what? I'm in the 11th place, but in the power rankings, I'm number 3. I've scored 130, 140, 160 points. The problem is, in the last 3 weeks, I played against somebody who scored 170, 203, and 167. So it's like, what the fuck?
Now you out here getting hickory smoked.
I'm like, come on.
That's cold blooded. That is cold blooded. We get the 4 o'clock game that I missed. The Eagles at the Rams. We both got that pick right. I was about to say I missed that. Was there anything stand out to you from that game? If you caught anything, I said it looks like pretty standard up and down. Oh, the Atlanta Eagles. I'll pick the Eagles. Then my game, the one that I called, and I'm still sticking with all my picks that I made before week 1 started. The Jets at the Broncos. I actually called the Jets defense showing up and showing out. Sure enough, late in the game, Russ is scrambling, trying to make something happen. Strip sack from behind. Strip sack. All right, not strip sack. He got the ball stripped from him because it wasn't a sack. He was running free. It wouldn't be a sack. But got the ball stripped from him from behind.
Let me ask you a question, man. Is it Russ or is it Peyton?
I think at this point, both.
Man, how much longer are y'all stuck with both of them?
You might have to check. You might have to check that for Russ. I'm pretty sure. I don't think Sean Payton's all that long. Whoa.
I got to know about it. Oh shit. Damn. Y'all have a potential out in 2026.
Yeah, I'm about to say, okay. So it's not that far away. I'm about to say it's not. I mean, it'll be a couple seasons of suffering.
Oh my gosh, he got y'all. Those 5 years, 242 million, right?
Yeah.
But it's backloaded. So he has a signing bonus of 10 mil every single year from 2022 to 2026, right? But the base salary, check this out. 2022, his base salary was $2 million. His base salary this year is $8 million. Base salary next year is $17 million. Base salary 2025 is $37 million. Base salary in 2026, $40. Base salary 2027, if he stays, is fit as a 44. And 2028, I guess if he's extended or something.
Yeah.
Oh, no, bad. No, he was traded into giving an extension. That's what happened. So 2028, when he's 40 years old, his base salary is $50 million. That thing is backloaded heavy. Yo, who is his agent and who is Dak's agent? Because I need them. Because Dak got a no trade clause and a no tag clause, yo.
Yeah, I might need to figure out who his agent is. I'm gonna be up in here. I'm gonna say, no limit.
Holla at me. I'm gonna need these money.
Going back to a previous game, the 2 hot takes I got wrong. Obviously, Anthony Richardson throwing a game winner because obviously he got hurt. So It was Gardner Minshew doing that, and did not get a Tennessee defensive score. And then one of them that you got correct that we already covered. Carolina at Detroit. Bryce Young did throw for 2 touchdowns. Where are we at now? But yeah, back on my game, I did actually think about that and call it. I was like, yeah, Jets are, even though it is in Denver, Jets are probably going to have that defense come up, make some plays, and they did. Not even mad. I called it. I predicted it. Game after that, the Chiefs at the Vikings. Honestly, considering the Vikings lack of defense this season, that was almost a nothing to see here type game.
Yeah, oh no, there's something else to see there. No. Justin Jefferson is out for 4 weeks.
Yep. I'm about to say that too.
I need to put him on IR right now because yeah.
Fantasy owners, keep your eyes open for Jordan Addison.
Addison, man, is not Osborne you're looking for, is Addison. And if you're in the league with me, he already snatched it up. Guaranteed. I drafted him late. I was like,
Look, I'm gonna sip on that honesty. You in the league with me? He already snatched it.
It already snatched up, yo. And if I ain't snatched him up, that means I got way better options.
And then the other game that headlined well, but ended up being nothing to see here. The Cowboys at the 49ers on Sunday Night Football.
You know what? I think that kind of went exactly the way I thought it was going to go.
Really?
Yes, because this is what I'll say about the Cowboys, right? I think the Cowboys have a very, very good defense. And I think every team you can double team one person. Who? Because they kind of took away McCaffrey a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then they took away Deebo. And then they took away Ayuk. Oh, forgot about Kittle. 3 touchdowns. You can't take away all 4. Like if you do a good job on 2, you got 2 that's open somewhere.
Yeah.
And Kittle just 3 touchdowns. Kittle was balling. So I'm like, yo, there's too many weapons on there, yo. All Brock Purdy got to do is who open.
Take care of the ball. Take care of the ball. And the way the defense is balling is going to get you opportunities.
Yep. You're not going to be put in a bad spot. And then I always say this right here, too, about the Cowboys. If Dak is not in a good position, like in a good field position, he's going to give you the ball back. He's not good.
Yeah, there you go.
He's not good at all, man. Like he's Kirk Cousins. The problem is Dallas Cowboys play the primetime game every week, so you get primetime Kirk Cousins.
And the problem with that game is that
primetime Kirk Cousins.
Primetime Kirk Cousins playing against the number 1 defense. Yeah, that game got ugly quick, real quick. But in the league that I had, McGriddle Kittle, RIP. And then the Monday night game, so it could be on camera and on microphone.
Oh, camera.
Yo, I got fed up with the Monday night game. I got a bone to pick with the Monday night game. That game, actually, a bone to pick with both teams' offenses. Let me be more specific. Because both teams' defenses actually came out and either did an average or like a step above average job. And then there was plays here and there where it was just like, okay, that was good defense. Both offenses were lousy. A lousy mess. The opening possession for both teams resulted in negative yards. The second possession for the Packers resulted in negative yards. The Raiders score a touchdown. The very next play for Jordan Love, he throws an interception. What are we watching? What are we watching
Jordan,
here?
like, I'm a fan of Jordan Love this year, but I kind of see what's happening, right? The 2 games where Watson has been back, I think they're trying to force it to Watson to get him back into it.
Mm-hmm.
And those games is when he made a lot of his mistakes. I'm like, So.
Oh, then the last 2 things I got to pick up a bone. Packers made this big play. No, to Christian Watson, who you just talked about.
Oh, yeah, I know exactly, because that one almost cost him my game. Well, no, it did. If he would have scored, I would have won.
Raiders defender makes a tackle that stops him before the end zone, but he gives him a horse collar.
Mm-hmm.
He gets the horse collar penalty as the tackle. For one, if you know it's a penalty, don't tackle that way. Just go ahead and get beat. Because now that sets the Packers up on the 5-yard line. So they're as good as scoring, right? Wrong, America. 3 plays from the 5-yard line, you can't get in the end zone. That's actually when I basically just cut the game off. And then when I cut it back on just to see the end of it, because the score was close. The game ends with Max Crosby. Max Crosby, by the way, I was keeping tabs up until I cut the game off. Max Crosby had 7, you can count them and watch it, folks, had 7 plays up until about, what was that, third quarter? They had like 7 different plays where he came untouched. Imagine lining up against the 2003 Carolina Panthers, and you let Julius Peppers come untouched, play after play.
Concussion.
You'll let Max Crosby. But anyway, Jordan Love running
Aren't the Raiders playing the Patriots this weekend or next week?
Well, I'm glad you asked, little buddy.
It says, is that defense available?
Yeah. It is Patriots at the Raiders.
Oh, this is going to be the Crosby show. Somebody's going to sleep.
Oh, God.
Oh, my gosh. Brother's going to sleep for good.
No, I'm not going to lie. As good as Max Crosby looked, I'm not going to take anything away from him. He is looking like pretty amazing. So I'm not going to take anything away from him. But as good as Green Bay made him look by allowing him that many plays where he came untouched, if that happens to New England, New England might get outscored like 110-3 in a 3-game stretch. I might give them a field goal, 110-6 in a 3-game stretch.
Maybe.
They're already at 77. You only need 23 more points or 33 more points to get there. I was going to say, Jordan Love running for his life has to chuck a ball up in desperation. The ball is so horribly underthrown. The Raiders defender has time to turn around, gauge the ball, and catch it for an interception. So after all of that, I get to see a game end on a game-losing interception, following a game that I cut off because all of the offense was cheats. Packers get it together. But with picks this week, how odd is it that this coming week there's only 2 teams on bye instead of 4?
Really?
Yeah, it threw me off.
It's the Packers and
the Steelers.
Okay.
I counted up the games and I got to 15. I was like, yeah, 2 teams play, so 15 times 2 is 30, and then there's 2 teams on bye.
50.
14 bye. Anyway, with the picks last week, I don't wishy-washy for both of us, but hey, we We're both still 500 and better. I went 8-6. You went 7-7.
Hey,
Season total. There it is. I'm 53-25, and you are 39-39, my good sir. We're still both 500 and better, baby. We're still both 500 and better. But before we move on, I got to say, since you were bringing up injuries and stuff, and obviously title of the episode, injury report, any major injuries and things that stick out to you before we cover the week 6 stuff? That you think is
yes. The one that we didn't talk about was A-Chain,
the
running back from Miami, who's been getting 20 fantasy points a game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man,
Now he's gonna be getting 20 stitches a day. No, I'm joking.
We talked about Richardson. We talked about Jefferson. Travis Kelce, high ankle sprain.
Oh, again.
Watch that game. Like he went down, and I was like, oh no. And then he kind of came back all jumpy around. I was like, yeah, he drugged up right now.
Right. Well, for positive injury report news.
My feelings, because Miles Bridges, stupid ass motherfucker, man. Yo, cut this dude, man.
For real, why hadn't he cut yet? He's been more
he's so good, but he's so stupid.
But I say, yeah, he's been more issues than what his talent requires for him to be on a team. For positive injury report news, running back for the Chargers, Eckler, there we go. Austin Eckler, most likely a go on Monday. So finally gets some action from him.
The sad thing is, though, most likely a go is a little bit. Is that a yes or is that a no? Because he's playing on Monday, and if any setback that happens after Sunday at 4:00, I'm screwed.
True, but
because Joshua Kelly is not it.
The last update that I got is that it's in like the 90% range, so he's probably go.
I'll put him in my flex.
Yeah, but I said that's what I did in the league that I got him in. I was like, oh, there we go. Besides, I also got Freiermuth, who, let alone he's hurt, even if he wasn't hurt, the Steelers are on bye. I was just like, there you go. Easy switch. Flex. But to get to the pain, because the first game that's in this lineup. To get to these week 6 predictions, my dog.
6.
And I actually get to just go down my line because my game is actually the first game in the lineup because we're the Thursday game. So everything lined up on my phone by the time.
Yeah, I want to hear about this game from your point of view.
For what? This is us playing the Chiefs at Arrowhead? Us playing the
Thursday.
Chiefs at Arrowhead,
but like
on a Thursday, short rest, and Vance Joseph hasn't proven himself yet.
Well, the thing is, like, they may not have Kelce. Never mind. I saw your face.
They ain't got you can get Greg Oden to be in the place of Kelce. That's how bad Vance Joseph has been this year. There you go. Greg Oden with his Greg Oden knees can still beat how bad Vance Joseph's Broncos defense has been thus far. And this isn't even at being mad at the 70-point Miami game. Vance Joseph has not proven himself yet, which, again, looking at you, Sean Payton, because you specifically ordered him. There you go. That being said, I'm picking the Chiefs. But who you got? Who you got?
Peace.
This is the last London game, right? Because the other international one is Germany.
Germany, I think. Yep.
Yeah. So the last London game, the Ravens at the Titans.
Ravens at the Titans. Gosh, I don't know, man. I'm gonna go with the
or I should say Ravens and Titans, because technically they're just playing in an arena over in London. So
I'm going to Titans.
Titans. I'm hoping that there's more show up from the Ravens because that's what I'm going for. But that is a matchup I can see going either way. We got the Commanders at the Falcons.
I hate to do this shit. Falcons. Just because their defense is solid. And you know what sucks?
I actually put them too.
You know who's a team who's like one quarterback away?
Them.
Falcons.
Them.
And
especially that running back combo.
And you know who may get a quarterback soon? As in like next week or so? Falcons. You know who the Falcons may get?
I think next week.
Cousins.
You think next week? Even after the Desmond Ridder comeback?
What Desmond Ridder comeback?
Yeah, point.
Who is Desmond Ridder?
Look, I had to try.
The best quarterback on that roster is on the bench, and that's Tyler Heineke or Taylor Heineke.
He was on that squad.
Yeah,
I just remember him being in Washington. There you go.
Think about it. You have Pitts and Drake London. Crickets.
Who?
Exactly. I'm like, yo, you got
Drake London was a good fantasy flex last year. That's about it. And that was also last year when I can name that quarterback. The Seahawks at the Bengals will be the next game. How odd is it to see the Seahawks playing on the East Coast at 1:00?
I'll go to Bengals.
I say, yeah, they in the natty. The Colts versus the Jaguars, and I swear the NFL is up on something if next week ends up being Colts Texans. It's like, who they gonna finish the season with at this point? I swear they've already played everyone in the AFC South twice.
Wait, who's the teams this week? You said
Colts at Jags.
I don't know why I thought it was Jags at Colts. Colts at Jags.
Jags at Colts already happened. That was week 1.
You're right. Yeah, I'm going with the Jags. I think Ridley and Trevor Lawrence, their connection starting to come back, or is back now.
Mm-hmm. I'm actually picking the Jags too, and think the Jags complete the sweep.
I think so.
The Panthers at the Dolphins.
Man, look, man, Dolphins, yo, hands down. I'm not even. Yeah. Here's the thing. I'm picking the Dolphins so much that I may just pick Bryce Young for my quarterback this week. These garbage points are gonna be.
Yeah.
So all I need is 20. If my quarterback give me 18 to 20, I'm fine. That's a win for me.
That's fair. Speaking of Kirk Cousins, we got the Vikings at the Bears.
Bears.
The Bears.
The Bears.
Hey, look, record-wise, they both got the same record, but I mean, only one of those two quarterbacks has had basically a 300-yard passing game every week.
Yep.
That lets you know who I picked.
Kirk Cousins is out slanging it. Defense giving everything up.
Right. Like my man, 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, basically every week. You shouldn't be 1-4. The 49ers at the Cleveland Browns. That's another injury thing we should have brought up on the injury report. Who gets the start for the Browns? Because one update I saw is that it could be slightly up in the air for Dorian Thompson-Robinson and Deshaun Watson's out, which would be
And yeah, because if Watson plays, if his shoulder's not healthy, that just takes away all the credibility and stuff for the rest of the players. So because they're gonna stack the box against Ford, Hunt's gonna get is gonna get nothing, and then Cooper's not gonna get any passing time because you won't have time to pass the ball.
Yeah.
So
yeah. So I'm guessing that's a safe bet to say you're picking the 49ers.
yeah.
Number one defense for a reason. Saints at Texans. This was actually one I had to think on for just a little bit because of the location.
Saints versus Texans. You know what? Just because I want to see chaos and stuff burn. Texans. I want the Texans to have a great record when they come to Charlotte. I'd be like, this is what you did, Tapper. You did this.
You did this.
You did this.
You got to hit them with the Hulk Hogan.
Here's the thing. So we could have stayed at 9, not get a quarterback, get Caleb Williams or Drake May next year. Instead, we got the quarterback that looked just like this. Get me out of this genjutsu.
I think that bottle got him by a couple inches.
Maybe. Bro, yo, his jersey looks so big on him, yo.
Yeah. See, that made me finish off my pour. I'm actually going Saints that game, but it's one I really had to ponder on for a hot second. Is Houston overall, they're showing that they've already, I mean, obviously with their record too, they are improved from last year. So, I mean, moves are in the right places, man. The one we called out before, the Patriots at the Raiders.
Raiders, hands down, man. Raiders. Not even close.
Yeah, Patriots fans, I'm sorry, but there's not. We're going to lose faith in picking you if you get outscored 77-3 in a 2-game span, and you're going to play a team whose defense just showed out. So, good luck. This used to be a division game. The Lions at the Buccaneers.
Give me the Lions. I was like, wait a minute. Why is this too close?
Get the Chris Berman Lions. The Cardinals at the Rams.
Give me the shit, man. Rams. Yeah, bruh. Stafford is back and he is looking like a Family Guy episode. He was like, let me look at the color real quick. Cup. Yep, not even.
Yeah, that's another move I made in a different league. It's like Cup's back. We're gonna ride this. We're gonna see how this goes. Eagles at the Jets. Two pretty stout defenses.
Let me get the Eagles. I think both defenses can do work, but there's only one offense that I trust.
Show ain't the motherfucker Zach Wilson.
Bro, if Zach Wilson got there, it's like, I'm gonna just start slanging
it. Plus the Eagles have that basically unbeatable play because Jason Kelce.
That thing is like, they're gonna ban that soon, yo. They're going to ban that soon.
Yeah. Look, they're gonna ride that joint out until they do. Let's remember, Stickum was a problem. Giants at Bills.
Giants at Bills. Stickum was a problem, and then they banned it, and then they're like, "Hey, why don't you just make these gloves that does the same thing?" But anyway, Giants versus Bills. Give me the Giants barely. No, my bad. The Bills barely winning. I think Stephon Diggs is gonna punch Josh Allen one day.
Kiosk. And then finally, the primetime hoes, the Dallas Cowboys at the LA Chargers.
Show me Chargers.
I'm about to say I actually went Chargers on that because they are the home team. So sorry, Cowboys fans. Although I don't fully trust in Brandon Staley, I'm just saying
Dang.
that electric
Brandon Staley
electric
is not safe around me.
although that electric offense, no pun intended, but also pun very intended.
Ah,
Offense
see what you
might,
did there.
yeah, it might actually take off to where it's going to be one of those like it's on deck, and it won't be enough time to have enough possessions to do a comeback. So,
You know what? But you know what? Do you think the Dallas Cowboys defense is going to play extra hard against that game because they got embarrassed last week on camera? Everybody saw that game.
Yes, but there could be some exposure of them getting aggressive every once in a while with Austin Eckler.
You're right. Yeah,
It's going to be there's going to be additional options for Justin Herbert, who's already proven himself against decent defenses. I mean, Chargers were up big on the Jaguars in the playoff last year. We ain't gonna talk about the end of that game. Let's just say Brandon Staley is not safe around Chisel the Dunks. Shout out.
shout out.
I might have another off-camera hot take, so I did put this here. In the Colts at Jags, Travis Etienne, 2 touchdowns. Whether both are rushing or it's one rushing and one receiving, I know he's generally not like a receiving back all that often, but I think he gets 2 touchdowns. So let's see if you have any hot takes.
I was thinking, man.
Either on camera or off camera. Let your boy.
You know what? Bryce Young, 3 passing touchdowns.
Garbage time.
Exactly. Gardner Minshew to Pittman, 1 touchdown. Calvin Ridley, over 80 yards receiving and a touchdown.
Yeah. Gardner Minshew to Pittman. And then what was the last one?
Ridley, 80 plus yards and a touchdown.
Got it. Yards plus TD. We in here. We are in here. Only other thing I know is a slightly off topic, considering this episode is supposed to be mainly NFL. WNBA Finals Game 2 tipped off, and
it's on now.
Yeah,
man, I am a Aces fan. I've been to a couple of their games.
Definitely, they're the home team tonight. I'm about to say I might be watching that as we exit this podcast. Yeah, with that, I mean, I think it was a dang good show. I say any closing remarks, or are we good?
Man, I'm good.
So I think I'm good here. So, without further ado, y'all stay fly and y'all keep on sipping.
Keep on sipping.
Deuces.
Where's the button? Oh, shit.